The interesting thing about body cameras is they're surprisingly uncontroversial. Everyone from the makers of the body cameras to civil liberty groups, which are usually opposed to surveillance, are saying that this is a really good tool to ensure police treat civilians as they should. There's a good number of law enforcement agencies that have started using them, and there are a bunch of different companies that make the body cameras. So this is one of the earliest body cameras that hit the market, and they started selling this camera in 2007. It clips onto the uniform with this clip. You turn it on by sliding this down. And then these are two different body cameras that are made by Taser. This one has a holster where you can clip it to your uniform. You turn this on, you get a red light. It's on right now and it's recording, but it's recording in 30-second buffers, immediately deleting it unless I press this button twice. And when I do that, it'll capture the 30 seconds before I turned it on of just video. And then once it's turned on, right now it's capturing audio and video. So it's a nice thing for officers if something happens and they didn't have the camera turned on at the time, they can catch it. With the Taser camera, it's a little hard to tell that it's recording right now. There's a red light, but it's really just visible to me. So you can also have a sound on, but I found that really, really annoying, and so I turned it off. Taser also makes a camera that officers can wear on Oakleys up at their face so that it actually sees their point of view when they look around. The annoying thing is it has a wire, and a lot of officers don't like this because it's like hanging down their body and can get caught on things. But this is really a better camera for seeing what the officer sees. I think the Taser is in many ways the better camera, especially because it captures that 30-second buffer, but it's a little bit more complicated. In my wearing them, the difficult thing was remembering to turn them on. During the Occupy protest in Oakland, there was somebody who made a video of all the police officers reacting to the protesters, and he went around and circled which of the officers had turned their cameras on, as they're supposed to do every time they interact with a civilian, and those who hadn't. They're talking about that becoming something that's automated. Perhaps when police officers turn the lights on their car, it will automatically turn on any body cameras that are in the vicinity. Taser is even talking about being able to turn the camera on by keeping track of the officer's heartbeat. And so when his or her heartbeat accelerates, it would trigger the camera and turn it on, assuming, again, that something's happening that you would want to capture. And once you have all police officers wearing cameras, you could imagine other kinds of technologies layered on it, like facial recognition, and many ways in which it could become far more privacy invasive for the people that the police officers are interacting with. There are about 800,000 police officers total in the United States. And I suspect at some point, every single one of them will be wearing a body camera. There haven't been a ton of studies of the effect of body cameras, but the ones that have come out so far have found that the police officers use force less often when they're wearing cameras, and that people are less likely to complain about police behavior. It tends to save police departments in terms of litigation against them, because when you have something on tape, it tends to settle that complaint more quickly, or to absolve a police officer in a shooting, or not, depending on what it's captured.